on Newsmaker, the program that sensitizes the public about what goes out. And we usually, I use on this show that there is nowhere where you can have the scoop in terms of information that is very, very beneficial to the society than OSBC, particularly Newsmaker. We are now back on the show. Today, we are going to look at the strategy. I want to trace the history of some demonstration, that you call it demonstration, or you call it protest, or you call it riot. Then I have in the studio somebody who understands grammar, who is going to do the dichotomy between the three languages and know which one befits the society as what the Nigerians are preparing for August 1st protest. They call it protest. They want to look at it. Then this is a person that has underwent a lot of demonstration, riots, and protests when he was in service about 20-something years ago as a police, and retired as a police deputy commissioner in Nigeria. Here is Alhaji Suleiman Ayode. Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, viewers.
How is it, sir?
Fine, thank you very much.
Yes, some years ago, about 20-something years ago, you were in your khaki.
Oh, yes. Well, by 1st of August.
Okay.
It will be 22 years I retired. So, you are right. We thank God for everything.
Congratulations. Out of that very 22 or 21 plus few years ago, you have witnessed a lot of protests, or riots, or we call it a demonstration. Yes, as a student of grammar, what is the difference between the three?
Once again, good afternoon, viewers. When there is no way there cannot be grievances. Grievances lead to protests. But when you dissect, there are a series of protests. Some straightforward. This is what we want, this is what sometimes to correct the government.
Okay.
Yes. And even in the Constitution, there is fundamental human right. And again, there is fundamental objective and directive principles of state policy as per sections 14.2b and 16.1b of the 1999 Constitution as amended. So, there are rights to protest. Those rights, you see, government, we call it checks and balances. There are some grievances, that honest grievances, that could even direct the ruling or the government on what to do, what not to do. But, as I said, those grievances should be expressed not with bitterness. When you express your grievances, no one is wiser than God or than God Almighty. Only God Almighty. So, protests can, if they are honest, direct the government or whatever on what to do, how to correct the government, if I want to use that word. But they should not be bitter. They should not be bitter. Because when it becomes bitter, it turns to another thing that you don't expect. And it will bring out confusion. It will bring out imbroglio. So, as I was saying, yes, there could be protests. Yes, provided those protests are meant to correct and advise, if I want to use
Is it
that
the same
word.
thing with demonstration?
Demonstration, yes. But as I said, series of demonstrations. Some are very, very, very peaceful. And those who demonstrate, they are very law abiding. But there are some, we call them the fifth columnists. They will want, that demonstration, they know what to do to disrupt, which is very bad. Which is very bad. Everything we want to do, we should have the fear of God Almighty. So that is my own view.
Can we still call it a riot?
Riot? That is a very strong word.
Because we have done a lot of riots in Nigeria.
Oh, when you say riot,
Not the same thing with protest.
as I was saying, when you dissect, you'll be able to know, I told you, the type of protest to correct and to advise. But when you talk of riot, it has all that it takes. Because rioting means you are going astray.
Beyond demonstration.
Beyond
protest.
Beyond. Because it means you have something very bad in mind to do when you are rioting. So it's different from protesting.
Okay, so as a blood of the police, because the blood of the police
Yes.
flowing in your vein.
Yes.
When protest starts, how does it lead into riots? Or how can we conceal it as a police? You have manned some.
Yes. Thank you very much. As you are rightly saying, I have been on the front line. Even from the middle level as officer till almost the higher echelon. It's not easy. Because you have to, let me give you an example. There was when I was a superintendent of police, I was commanding one division in Kaduna. Then there was this agitation. I wouldn't know Christians wanted to protest to the government house. And you know, by the time they gathered, they carried male and female, including small children, kindergartens, including those women backing their babies. They say they must have to go to the government house.
For peaceful protests.
Yes, you can call it peaceful. Yes. But you know, we had to inform we have to follow them. But I told the men, don't fire any tear gas. I want my boys and the officers. Because when you fire tear gas, small kids can inhale. They will jump. So that's how we say, don't fire, don't be annoyed with anything, don't fire.
Just follow them and guide
just
them.
follow them. That's how, before they could reach the government house, the gate had been locked. You know, it is not good to infiltrate into a government house. You wouldn't know what will happen. So as God will have it. So when they got to the gate, they now know that then they were dispersing little by little.
Peacefully.
Peacefully. Then, again, there was this religious something. You see, on Fridays, after the Jumat prayers, the Muslims will gather themselves together. They will begin to say, Islam only. And they will be screaming. They will say, yes, just follow them. So it could take 1 or 2 hours because where they are going and so. But 1 hour, don't attempt
To assault anybody.
no to fire. You know, we used to have this kind of stuff.
Scatter them.
Don't. Then the Christians again came on their own on Sundays after the church service. They will say, I have found it. Nasamo, I have found it. I have found Christ. That is what it means. Just follow. So thank God. Everything went peacefully. But you see, that's why I say protest is different from riot. That's why we used to advise you people that make sure within you there is nobody that will misbehave. You know, there are sometimes youthful idiosyncrasies, you know. They're going to say, oh, this is what we want, they will be throwing this.
Trying to attack the police.
Thank you. When you start with that, there could be, you know, in engineering, in additional mathematics, actions and reactions are equal and opposite. So there could be actions, there could be reactions.
From the police too.
Oh yes.
The other one will lead to riot.
It all, you see, how will it not lead to? By the time people are going and you see law enforcement agents, they are following, and then you start throwing so pellets and so. Not only that, you go to some shops, you are going, you are trying to even not only the law enforcement today, the law-abiding civilians.
Destroying property.
Yes. You destroy them. You don't allow them to. What is that?
That one is riot.
Thank you. Then you are instituting riot, not good protests. So that is why it's always good. Those who want to, who have the mind to, we used to advise them. Please make sure there is no infiltration. And you know, a criminal does not put identity on his or her forehead. You wouldn't, because you know there will be so many. They wouldn't know when those who meant badly will infiltrate. We used to advise them in their own interests. But if you know you can be able, when you mop up people, you can be able to dissect A, B, C, so they are not abiding.
Some times ago you have said that the population of security agencies in Nigeria is not enough.
It's true.
Okay, coming Thursday, whether we like
Yes.
some people have promised that they are going to embark on demonstration or protest.
Yes.
Then, do you think that the population of Nigerian police can quench it or reduce any any excesses?
Well,
On Thursday.
as we were discussing, when I started ab initio from the beginning, I retired 22 years ago. But I know the strength of the police now. I used to say it is infinitesimal.
Yes. How can it take it?
I used to compare us with some other African countries. Look at Egypt. Egypt has a population of 103 million and have 1 million policemen. Nigeria with a population of 220 million. I don't think we have up to 500,000. So, you see, and as I used to say, there should be enough manpower. There should be enough equipment. So, I just pray that gradually, we will reach. It's not easy. Where you are where in a standby, you have some units, a standby. Instead of having about 100, you only have 20. It's not easy. Ask any DPO or even the Commissioner of Police what they suffer. And as I used to say, there should be police station, there should be police post, there should be village police post. Because police is the numero uno in crime prevention. Oh yes,
First of contact.
it's number one.
First of contact.
Thank you. But what do we have now?
Okay, I want you to advise. Let us take it from the stakeholders. Let us take it from those who are intending to embark on the protest. What is the advice you have for them?
I have to advise. As I said, there is a fundamental human right. And again, there is a fundamental objective and directive principle of state policy. As per Section 14(2)(b) and 16(1)(b) of the 1999 Constitution as amended, you have the right. As I said, yes, you can protest to, as I said, no man can be right, only God. Maybe during the protest you advise the government, this is the way you, this is so, this is so, this is so. But make sure you do it with the fear of God Almighty. And make sure you don't have infiltrators. Because, look, in a protest march, they can be in hundreds. Just only about 5 infiltrators can disrupt the whole thing.
Oh, God.
It's true. Can disrupt the whole thing. So we have to.
But it seems as if many Nigerians, even majority of Nigerians, are aggrieved of the development.
Look. And not only in Nigeria, we've witnessed so many things. It's both at home and abroad. You can, you have your grievances, you can say your grievances. As I said, is to correct whether so is not done, so is done, so whether the government has taken so step that will not be beneficial to the common people. Yes. And as I said, fundamental human rights. I like to protest, but what we should avoid, and those organizing it, is to make sure that those who will disrupt that exercise, they should avoid it. And as I said, a criminal does not put identity on.
But I think that is the job of your men.
Yes.
To protect the life and property of.
Yes.
Supposing the rioters, everybody is individual, then when they are going, then what is the responsibility of the police?
They will be watching. As I was telling you my own experience.
Supposing
If I begin to tell you my own experience,
some demonstrators,
Yes.
they believe that the police represent the federal government.
Yes.
And they may go extent in attacking the police. What do you think that they
That
should
is
do
what I'm saying
authority?
now. Why should they?
But
The police-
eventually, if it happens, how can the police use majority and experience?
Oh yes. They have the right, the local standard, the legal right to arrest them.
Okay, one.
They will take them to the police station, and
They should not-
after the investigation, they charge them to court.
Okay.
Oh yes.
What about beating them? Tear gas and some other things
No.
like that?
Tear gas,
To
when it
distort-
turns
to
to that, it shouldn't turn to that, because you think it is easy to arrest a criminal. Will a criminal say, "Oh, I am around. This is my hand"? Will a criminal do that? No, because they want to use, even if possible, they can kill. Look at what happened in Abia or Anambra last week. Killing policemen. The other time, when there was something like that, they killed an inspector of police. Look, it's a woman. They are human beings.
I want to add, because we don't have much time again.
Yes.
What can lead police to shooting during the demonstration?
Look,
So that people can avoid it.
there are different ways of shooting. There are some that, when you shoot, there are various ways. It will just, there are some, they don't put the actual pellets that will injure. There are some shooting with water, water cannon and so and so and so. There are some, we call it blank ammunition. You just hear bam, but it will not. So various ways. But when someone, as I told you, some policemen, when you aim at killing somebody, then what will be the result?
Can they arrest the person?
Oh, as I told you, a criminal cannot say, "Oh, Nami." They could arrest him with force, because he deserves it, he or she deserves it. And while arresting, they can even go to the extent of wounding.
Or shooting?
Well, that's it. So that is why they say it takes two to tango.
Is a police has the right to shoot into the people demonstrating? Or when they have the right to shoot?
Look, that is what I'm saying now. I say we have the water cannon, we have the blank ammunition.
To shoot the real gun. You know what happened at NSAS?
It all depends.
Many people were killed.
It all depends. It all depends. When you don't aim at killing or maiming, but when you go to the extent of killing or maiming, it has turned to another thing. But when you don't do that, they will follow you, be guiding you.
On the final note, your advice to the government on these protests, because the government doesn't want them to go.
It's true. To be a president or a governor, it's not easy. With the economic situation and so. It is better for the man who is representing the president or the governor to go out and advise. Oh, this is what you are protesting about. We are so. You have the right to, but make sure you do it rightly. don't allow people, undesirable elements to infiltrate, so that they will not spoil your what you are telling us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. That is Alhaji Suleiman Ayode, retired police deputy commissioner. We appreciate you very much for being our show. And he has talked about giving advice to the government, giving advice to those who are preparing to demonstrate. He has categorically said that a demonstration is part of the constitution of the country. We cannot shy from it, but let us make it to be what? To be peaceful. This is the convenient point. We are going to draw the curtain of the program. Newsmaker with Adeleke Adeleke. Bye for now.